The news in English on 98.0 Britop FM.
A very good afternoon, our dear listener of 98.0 Britop FM radio. Our news in English at 1 p.m. The day is 24th of July 2024. Starting with the big headlines, a court remands more than 50 anti-graft protesters. Mobende pastor slaughters son, aged 4 years, and the U.S. Secret Service boss resigns over Trump shooting failure. For those who are watching us on YouTube, is Britop FM 98.0. Those following us on Facebook and Twitter, call it X, is 98.0 Britop FM radio. Those getting us on Instagram and TikTok is Britop FM radio. And on news in detail, 53 individuals were yesterday arraigned before Buganda Road Court and Nakawa Chief Magistrate's Court on charges of being a common nuisance. Of these, 48 were charged at Buganda Road Court, while the rest were charged at Nakawa Chief Magistrate's Court. At Buganda Road, given the large number, the suspects appeared before different magistrates, including Sanula Nambozo, Caroline Chosabire, and Jalia Basejabalaba for plea taking. The group was divided into 3 batches to appear before the magistrate. Prosecution said the aforementioned are the others still at large on 23rd July at Preliminary Avenue in Kampala made a procession in the middle of the road while carrying placards, an act not authorized by law. This, the prosecution said, caused annoyance and obstruction or inconvenience to the public who were exercising their rights. All the suspects denied the charges and they were remanded to prison until 31st July and 5th August and 6th respectively. Two staff of Pakwach District Local Government have been arrested for alleged mismanagement over 200 million Ugandan shillings. They are Rachel Anena Mary, the Senior Assistant Secretary of Paimil Sub-County, and Franca Udoma, a Sub-County Accountant. They were arrested from their respective duty stations yesterday for alleged mismanagement of funds under the district discretionary equalization grant and revenue sharing funds from Uganda Wildlife Authority during the 2021-2022 financial year. The arrest followed a special audit report by the district internal auditor, which pinned the two staff for failing to provide satisfactory accountability for funds accounting to 206.7 million Ugandan shillings. Paulo Eseru, the Pakwach Resident District Commissioner, said that the suspect will be transferred to Kampala and arraigned before the Anti-Corruption Court. And Paulo Eseru tells us more.
The police in Pakwach arrested 2 senior civil servants, that is the sub-county chief and the sub-county accountant. These people, the time when they were in Pakwach sub-county, they caused a lot of financial loss, which is being investigated, including misappropriation of retention funds, which were meant to pay the contractors who had done work in that sub-county.
A UPDF soldier and the staff of Uganda Revenue Authority were shot dead at Budo in Chengera Town Council along Masaka Road in Wakiso District yesterday evening. Sources said the gunman on a boda opened fire at the vehicle registration number UAK 375U in which the two were traveling. A food vendor was injured in the shooting. The vehicle was being driven by a deceased army officer. Sources said of the incident that happened at around 9 p.m. and confirmed reports say the civilian's victim was a staff of the URA whose name our news desk cannot reveal because it's not confirmed by the report. The incident happened on the same day when security was highlighted in the Kampala metropolitan area to foil and quell the youth-led march to Parliament and corruption protest. A local church minister in Mobende municipality had soaked his fellow councillor cell dwellers by admitting the gruesome slaughter of his toddler. Pastor Alex Mujisa of the Prophecy Pentecostal Church told the police after his arrest for the heinous murder of Samuel Niokusima that he suffered from psychological lapses. He was caught just after the act, dripping blood and attempting to flee by his own wife, Media Mokanohere. She said she had gone to the garden to look for food and returned just a little fatally too late, but in the time to find her husband rattling out of the house in alarming rush. He was dripping of blood, his own son blood, his own blood in away. Locals at the council raised the concern of mushrooming born-again churches in the area and requested for the government intervention. Stephen Chaze Semiaro, the vice chairperson for Kansera village, had said many of the churches are being started after disagreements among the so-called pastors. Wamala Region's police spokesperson Rachel Kawala said they had taken Mujisa into custody and inquiries have started into the matter. The police in Kagadi have arrested 9 people for allegedly encroaching on wetlands. They include Rachel Alishaba, Agnes Nesima, Rachel Kamkama, Umereza Kemigisha, Umereza Kugizibwe, Donozio Bagonza, Robin Atwairwe, Florence Tukahirwa, and one unidentified as Tusime. All residents of Kisura and Nyankubebe villages in Wikara sub-county in Kagadi district. They were arrested yesterday evening after being found cultivating in Hemo and Wabituju wetlands in Nyankubebe and Chisura village respectively. They had cleared wetlands and planted crops like yams, maize, tomatoes, onions, cabbages, beans and rice, which were also destroyed during the operation. Lilian Ruterao, the resident district commissioner Kagadi, says that the arrest follow repeated warnings to residents to desist from destroying wetlands in the district in vain. And Lilian Ruterao tells us more on this.
twatandika operation z'ebisharu kandi tukagambira abantu cyo kubanza ogutuma urwo kubanza tugwa kabiri tugwa kashatu. If someone happens for the first time, you can call it an accident. For the second time, you can call it at least a coincidence. But for the third time, it is a pattern of behavior. Abantu aba tubagambira bargo mbisharu ntuzayo ntwegesa ntuza radio konka abantu tubarukura. Mbona hato bwirobu ubuturumu tugwo kweshengereza. Tugwo kushomesa no kwaka. Abantu ko kubagambira babura kwetegereza. Mbona hati ntutekwa kuteko mu
Ruterao emphasized that the operation aims to conserve the natural environment and mitigate climate change-related problems. Ruterao says they are implementing a presidential directive to ensure that they get rid of encroachers from other wetlands. You're still listening to our news in English, broadcasting in the heart of Chikigwa is Britop FM 98.0 everywhere and on our social media handles, Britop FM Radio on on Instagram and TikTok at the 98.0 Britop FM, on Facebook and Twitter, call it X, and those are following us on YouTube is Britop FM 98.0. On the international scene, U.S. Secret Service Director Kim Chato has resigned from her position as head of the agency following an assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump. She had faced calls from both the Democrats and Republicans to step down after a continuous House committee hearing on Monday about the incident. Lawmakers became increasingly frustrated when she refused to answer questions about the shooting at Trump's campaign rally in Butler, Pennsylvania earlier this month. Ms. Chato said she has always put the needs of the agency first, and it is with a heavy heart that she made her decision. President Joe Biden said in a statement that he is grateful for her decades of public service. The president appointed Ms. Chato as the head of the Secret Service, which oversees the protection of the current and the former presidents and other officials in 2022, and she had previously served 27 years at the agency in various roles. Mr. Biden said he will appoint a new director soon. End of our news at this moment. Have a lovely afternoon. Now, up next is Afternoon Beat. Good afternoon.